I never thought a simple wedding livestream could destroy everything I believed about love, loyalty, and family. But that's exactly what happened the day my parents decided to remarry. It all began on an ordinary Friday afternoon. I was sitting on my couch, laptop open, waiting for the stream link to go live. My mum had called the day before, her voice nervous, rehearsed, telling me she and Dad were finally getting married again after all these years apart. But here's the thing. I wasn't invited. She said it gently, as if she was offering me an apology instead of a rejection. "Sweetheart, it's going to be a small ceremony," she said. "Nothing fancy. We'll stream it for you. You can watch from home, okay?" I laughed at the time, trying to hide how much it stung. Watching your own parents' wedding online. It sounded ridiculous. But I told myself it was fine. After all, they'd been divorced for 15 years. Maybe they just wanted to keep things simple. Still, when I opened that livestream link, a knot formed in my stomach. The screen showed a cozy little garden, white chairs lined up under fairy lights, a gentle piano playing in the background. Guests smiled, whispered, and waited for the ceremony to begin. I tried to convince myself this was a good thing, that maybe my parents were finally finding peace. But deep down, something felt off. My dad wasn't on camera yet, but I could see my mum standing near the aisle, radiant in her soft cream dress. She looked nervous but happy, the kind of glow she hadn't had in years. Then I noticed someone in the background adjusting the sound equipment. He wore a black suit, his hair slightly messy, his posture familiar. My heart skipped a beat. No, it couldn't be. I leaned closer to the screen, squinting. The livestream glitched for a second, pixelated, fuzzy, and when it cleared I caught a clear glimpse of his face. Ethan, my ex. The man I hadn't seen in over 2 years. The man who broke me, ghosted me, and left me crying on my apartment floor with no explanation. He was there. At my parents' wedding. For a few seconds I couldn't breathe. My mind raced through 1,000 possibilities. Maybe he was just a guest. Maybe he worked for the event company. But then I saw him walk over to my mom, adjusting her veil and smiling like they were old friends. My hands trembled. My chest tightened. Why was he there? How did he know my family? The wedding began. My dad walked down the aisle, smiling proudly. The guests clapped, the music swelled, and the officiant began to speak. But I couldn't focus. My eyes stayed locked on Ethan, standing close to my mom, far too close. And then the screen froze. For a split second, everything stopped. The video glitched, froze, and the image turned into a haunting still frame. My mother's hand resting gently on Ethan's arm. His eyes on her. Her smile too intimate, too warm. My heart dropped. I refreshed the page, panic rising in my chest. But the stream wouldn't load. When it finally did, the camera had moved. Ethan was gone. My mother and father were exchanging vows as if nothing happened. The rest of the ceremony passed in a blur. I barely heard the words. My thoughts spun faster than I could catch them. After the ceremony ended, my mum called me. Her voice was bright, giddy. "Did you see it, sweetheart? Everything went perfectly." I hesitated. "Yeah." "It was beautiful, Mom. Who was helping with the equipment?" "Oh, that's Ethan," she said casually. "He's been helping me with the venue these past few weeks. Lovely man. Do you know him?" My stomach twisted. "Yeah," I whispered. "I know him." She laughed softly, oblivious. "He's been such a blessing. You know, he's been helping me with some of the house stuff too. A real gentleman. That night I couldn't sleep. My mind replayed every moment. His hand on her arm, her smile, the glitch, the way the screen froze like it wanted to protect me from seeing something worse. The next morning, I called my mum again. She didn't pick up. I tried Ethan's old number, disconnected. I tried messaging him on social media. Nothing. His profiles had all been deleted long ago, but I wasn't going to let it go. 2 days later, I drove to my parents' town. I told myself it was just to drop off a wedding gift, but deep down I wanted answers. When I pulled into their driveway, I saw his car. The same black sedan I used to ride in. The same dent near the tail light. I froze. My mother opened the door before I could knock. She looked surprised but happy to see me. "Oh, you didn't tell me you were coming," she said. "Thought I'd surprise you," I replied, forcing a smile. I stepped inside. The smell of fresh coffee filled the air. Laughter echoed from the kitchen, and there he was. Ethan, sitting at the kitchen table sipping coffee from one of my dad's favourite mugs. For a moment no one spoke. He looked at me with that same calm, confident expression I used to love. "Hey," he said softly. "It's been a while." My mother smiled between us, oblivious to the tension. "Oh, so you two do know each other." I turned to her slowly. "Mom, Ethan is my ex." Her smile faltered. "You're what?" Ethan stood, his face pale. "You didn't tell her?" "Tell me what?" I snapped. My mom looked between us, confused and horrified. Then slowly, realization dawned on her face. She sat down, her voice trembling. "Oh my God!" I had no idea. The room went silent. My dad walked in, sensing the tension. "What's going on?" Ethan sighed heavily, rubbing his temples. "I should explain. I met your mom through a renovation project. I didn't know she was your mother at first. When I realized who she was, it was too late. We were already working together." My mother's voice cracked. "We didn't mean for this to happen. He's just been a friend." "Friends don't look at each other like that," I said sharply. "The stream froze right when you touched his arm, Mum." Her eyes widened. "What are you talking about?" I showed her a screenshot I'd taken when the stream froze. Her hand, his arm. That moment that haunted me for days. Tears filled her eyes. "Sweetheart, it wasn't what you think." I was nervous. "He was helping me fix the microphone." "That's all." Ethan nodded. "It's true. I swear I wanted to believe them. But the memory of that glitch burned in my mind like a warning. For weeks after, I tried to move on. I told myself it was paranoia, that maybe it really was just bad timing. But then one night I received an email. No subject line. No sender name. Just a video attachment. My hands shook as I clicked it. It was a recording of the wedding, the full version. But halfway through, the camera panned behind the guests, showing Ethan and my mother standing near the side. She was crying and he was holding her, not a friendly gesture. An embrace. Then he whispered something. I couldn't hear the words clearly, but I saw his lips move. "She doesn't have to know." The video cut off. My world crashed. I drove to my parents' house that night, tears blurring my vision. My mom met me at the door, terrified by the look on my face. "How long?" I demanded. "How long were you hiding it?" Her voice broke. "It's not what you think, please." I showed her the video. Her knees gave out. She sat on the stairs, covering her face. "It wasn't supposed to happen," she whispered. "After your father and I separated, I was lonely. Ethan helped me through it. But when I found out he was your ex, I ended everything. That's why I told you to stay away from the wedding. I felt sick." "You knew I'd find out." Tears streamed down her face. I was ashamed. "I didn't want to lose you. I turned to leave, my heart in pieces." But Ethan stepped in front of the door. "Please," he said. "You have every right to hate me, but your mom didn't do anything wrong. I used her to get close to you again. I thought maybe, if she forgave me, you might too." His words hit like a knife. He wasn't lying. I could see it in his eyes, guilt, regret, and something else I couldn't name. I walked past him without another word. For weeks I didn't speak to either of them. I moved to another city, changed my number, blocked them both. I thought distance would help me heal, but one morning I received a letter in the mail. No return address and just my name. Inside was a photo. My mother, my father, and Ethan, sitting together at a cafe. All smiling. On the back of the photo, a note. Sometimes chaos shows you who truly cares. I stared at it for a long time, unsure whether to cry or laugh. Maybe fate had its own cruel sense of humour. I don't know if I'll ever forgive them. Not completely. But I've learned something from that live stream, from that frozen screen, from that single glitch that changed everything. Sometimes, the moment your world stops is exactly when the truth begins to play. If this story made your heart ache or your mind spin, don't forget to subscribe and join our family here on Echoes from Her. Because every story we share isn't just about heartbreak, it's about strength, healing, and finding the truth where we least expect it. Thank you for watching. Until next time, listen closely. Every echo has a story,